So we're here to talk about how to be a better dad. First off, tell me about your children.
Well, my oldest child is Laertes. I have somewhat of a rocky relationship with him. He is loyal to me, and I get that, but I have trust issues in general. He asked me for advice, and I sent Ronaldo, a spy, to see if he actually took my advice to heart.
Okay, so why don't you trust him?
I was really just worried that Laertes was drinking, dancing, fencing, swearing, gaming, or for heaven's sake, going to brothels. You know how young men are, just getting into the world. They like to try new things that may not be in their best interest. But you could call me overbearing. But I believe that I was doing right by my son. To thine own self be true, I always tell him.
Okay, tell me about your daughter.
Ophelia is the light of my life, but I do not trust that Hamlet with her heart. I watched Hamlet go mad after his father's passing. I know what he could do to her. I told Ophelia that she needs to stay away from Hamlet for her own good. Laertes would agree with me, for once.
Sounds to me like you need to let go a little bit. Let them grow up, let them be children and learn right from wrong.
But I can't. Do you have any idea what it's like to be a father in this day of age? Especially with an upcoming election? I have so much going on, and she's falling in love with someone that I'm running against.
Okay, so you're running for king? Are you prepared for the upcoming speech?
Well, actually, now that you mention it, yes, since this is the real issue here.
Well, that's not really what we're here for, so let's just get back to topic.
Well, actually, I have my speech. Do you want to hear it?
Well, I don't know. We were here to talk about something else.
I myself may not have issues, but I'm actually getting the help I need in order to be the best king Denmark needs. Not everyone is perfect. We all have our flaws, but we can work through those flaws if you vote for me for king. I want to be your next king. Why, you might ask? It's because of these certain reasons. I want to see our kingdom grow and progress into the next stage of life. I am sane. I am already the chief advisor for King Claudius. I only give the best advice and humorous when it comes to tough situations. I care for this country, unlike someone else we might know. Hamlet goes mad after seeing what he thought was a ghost. He seems to be influenced by just an apparition. I think he's just trying to find an excuse for his father's death. What a fool he is. His mad behavior led him to attack my own daughter. And, well, it scared the wits out of her. I do think that a king should be mentally prepared to lead this entire country, but I think not. Another question you should ask yourself, would you trust a murderer to lead our country? If you said yes, then you must be thinking of Claudius. If you answered no, then I won't question your morals, but you might need to get them checked. He killed Hamlet's father in order to gain the throne from Hamlet. Claudius is a manipulator, slanderer, and a murderer. Having a murderer as a king would be disastrous to our country. Would you want someone too focused on killing to be our king? Not to mention Gertrude, who married her husband's killer. She is an adulterous whore who should not be queen, much less even fit to run a beautiful country. How could she do this to her own son and to Denmark? How can someone who marries her husband's killer be suited for queen? Now, my advice is not just for my children, it is also for my country and for the good people living among it. To thine own self be true is the advice I gave to Laertes after being permitted to return to France and continue his education with me. So now here's even the doubt. Yeah. Is there even a doubt that I should be king? Not to mention, I haven't even committed treason or killing a king, murdered anyone, or married my own husband's murder. Legally, my personal life and my children should not have anything to do with the ability of me ruling this country. So let's make Denmark great again by voting me, Polonius, as your king.